Hello guys, now it's official.
Well, I can't believe I'm making this video. Borderlands 4 just got announced. Usually I don't make news and information videos, but with something as big as Borderlands 4 getting announced, I feel like I have to talk about it. I'm going to do a quick overview of the teaser and talk about what is actually happening in it, and then I'll give my overall thoughts and some theories I have about the actual trailer and what could come for Borderlands 4. Anyways, let's get into this quick breakdown. The teaser starts off strong as Lilith's Firehawk emblem appears out of thin air. We don't really know where she is at the moment, but we just know it's in space. Right after that, Elpis follows suit through the Firehawk emblem. Now obviously this is in reference to the ending of Borderlands 3, where Lilith kind of just yeets herself into space and removes Elpis from the sky so that Pandora doesn't get exploded. We then see Elpis break through some type of barrier or just something. We don't really know what it is for sure. There are a lot of theories going around, but my personal opinion, I think it's breaking through some type of barrier protecting an Iridian homeworld. I'll go more in depth on that idea later on in the video, but for now we'll just say that's exactly what's happening in the trailer. We then see a bunch of debris falling onto the planet and also how the planet looks. We see some cool architecture, we see some green, some grass, all that stuff. So clearly there are some inhabitants on the planet and it is actually a thriving place. So that is actually really good to see, and it kind of also connects to the ideas of Iridians living on this planet. Anyways, we see the mask fall into the ground and then some type of figure goes to pick it up. Now we don't really know what it is. A lot of people are saying it's like the Watcher, or it's some type of Iridian, or some other like third party of some type. But I'm more leaning to the idea that it is some type of guardian, but not the traditional guardians we have seen, since this part of the universe has been super secluded, is obviously not going to mimic the exact design of the guardians that we've seen in the other games. So I think it's some type of unique guardian, but not the ones we've seen throughout the franchise. And one thing I want to clarify, we've technically never seen an Iridian before. The Guardians are actually robots made from the Iridians. So it would make sense that this is a Guardian based on the robotic hand. And then obviously we get the title card, which is pretty cool. The logo, little botched. I'm gonna keep it a buck. If you go on Steam, logo's a little botched. That's besides the point though. We do actually get to see a time frame of when Borderlands 4 is coming out, which is 2025. Now, I don't really have too much to say about this. It's been in development for a long time, from all the leaks saying that Borderlands 4 has been in development before Borderlands 3, which is a little bit concerning for the story, but that's something to worry about later. All I will say is that I'm just waiting for gameplay. That's just my initial thought after seeing the 2025 release date. Show me gameplay, please. And then, of course, in typical Gearbox fashion, they flash a bunch of shit on screen that you have to go in slow-mo and dissect. So that's what we're going to do real fast. The first thing I want to mention is the MON 15. A lot of people are saying that's referring to Monday the 15th as a possible release date. So they're saying either December or September, as those are the only 2 months in 2025 that have the 15th on a Monday. Now, I'm just going to say it's a red herring, in my honest opinion, because a lot of games don't release on a Monday. I think that's just bad business, because people have work, school, all of that stuff. That's my honest opinion. I could be completely wrong, but I highly doubt this type of game would be released on a Monday of all days. Anyway, the next type of secret messages that were shown in the trailer were the Iridian text. They've actually been transcribed, which was pretty cool. The first one reads, "He is watching," and the second one reads, "Break free." Now, people are saying these are different people saying this stuff. It's not the same person. But I think this kind of ties more into the Watcher. But that's something I'll delve into more on the theory aspect of this video. We then see some type of scrunched up face. And then the Vault logo perfectly placed onto it. Now, a lot of people have been saying Handsome Jack. And I thought it was Handsome Jack, with possibly some explanation later on. But Randy just confirmed that it is not Handsome Jack and it's someone more sinister. This has completely changed what I was going to talk about in my video, but I actually have some new thoughts to say now, so that's cool, I guess. Thank you, Randy. Anyway, that was my quote-unquote really quick Borderlands 4 teaser breakdown. Now, from here on out, we're just going to be going over some of my own thoughts, mostly just side tangents and things like that relating to Borderlands, and also some theories I thought of based on the trailer.
Gives me conniptions.
I want to go back to earlier in the video where I mentioned that the thing Elpis broke was the protective layer of a possible Iridian land of some sort. The reason I say that is because when you look at the footage, it curves. The crack curves. When Elpis impacts that barrier of some sort, there is a curvature along that so-called world. It seems like there was just a hidden planet there. It doesn't really seem like it's a alternate reality. And knowing the Iridians with how smart they were in enclosing all the vault monsters in vaults, making the Guardians, and all of this advanced technology, I wouldn't put it past them to be able to hide in a separate planet in a completely far away part of the galaxy. I wouldn't put it against them. But that's besides the point. I just wanted to mention that. I think the key takeaway from this trailer is that it kind of ties back into the pre-sequel with the Watcher and saying how war is coming.
Now is not the time for bickering, Vault Hunters. War is coming, and you will need all the Vault Hunters you can get.
And there's some key things I want to mention about that. They mention how they need to get all the Vault Hunters you can get. So I don't know if that means they're gonna make more playable Vault Hunters, bring back old playable Vault Hunters, just have the regular 4. I don't really know for sure. I will say this, if they bring back all of the former playable Vault Hunters, I think that would be a terrible idea. Because there's only really 2 ways it can go, and it's just a lose-lose. One, they just import pretty much all the same skill trees with some minor tweaks, and people complain because it's just the same old, same old. Or they can completely revamp a bunch of the skill trees for the characters, but the players don't like them because they kind of changed the identity of the character in some way. For example, like if they did Salvador, they would probably nerf him to oblivion because he was just a walking glitch. So he would become a non-walking glitch. It would just be terrible to play. So like I think either way it would just be a lose-lose. And I think the best way to handle it is just to add 4 new Vault Hunters like every traditional game. And I'm not really here to say what type of Vault Hunters they should add or like what designs or ideas, but if you want to go through that, my friend Cashew has made some great videos talking about some Vault Hunter ideas for Borderlands 4, and I think you guys should take a watch after this video. The links will be in the description. Anyways, that was the side tangent I had about how the Vault Hunters could be incorporated with Borderlands 4, especially if it's going to be based on this war that the Watcher mentioned in the pre-sequel. I think my last thought I would like to mention before I start going into the theories is that I'm not really too excited at the moment. I'm kind of just waiting for gameplay. Once I see the gameplay, then my excitement will be judged for Borderlands 4, but there's just been too many letdowns and disappointments. With New Tales, the movie, Wonderlands, even Borderlands 3 for some people, like, it's just like, it's been hitting constant detours in the wrong direction, and it's been horrendous to watch. So, like I said, let's just wait for the gameplay trailer. Let's wait for maybe even a story trailer before we can start getting super excited for the game.
Yeah, whatever that means.
The more I think about it, and the more I watch this trailer back, I feel like there was a reason why the war the Watcher mentioned in the pre-sequel was not carried out in Borderlands 3. It was because Borderlands 3 was used to build Foundation. Now you're probably wondering, what foundation was Borderlands 3 building? I think the foundation it was building was the importance of Elpis and how it ties back to the pre-sequel. Think about it like this. Where was Handsome Jack created? On Elpis, in the vault, with the knowledge relic that was punched into his face. How about this? The big, great vault, which turned out to be Pandora itself. How do they open it? Or try to open it? They try to use Elpis to open up the vault. It was actually a key. Now let's go to the teaser. What did Elpis just do in the teaser? It might have just revealed Iridian life still out there in the universe. Now why do I mention all of this? Because Elpis is actually the key to everything. Kind of just falling back onto all of the Iridian things we saw on Elpis. The fact Elpis was literally the key for Pandora. Obviously the knowledge relic, the Watcher being present on Elpis too, which is also something to note because of how they were the one to say war is coming. So that is something interesting to say. And I'll actually connect it back to what the trailer said with he is watching and break free. Now I don't think that he is watching is particularly referring to the Watcher, but I think it has to do something with them. And the break free part, maybe that's in relation to Elpis breaking through the Iridian homeworld shield of some sort, or maybe it's related to the relic. There are a lot of different interpretations for this. But anyway, that's besides the point. Elpis is actually where the game might be focused on heavily. I think Elpis would be a major plot point in Borderlands 4. And it kind of goes back to the face they showed in the trailer, because it had the same mark across the face. Although it wasn't Jack, and I was going to tie it back to how, oh, they're just paying homage to the knowledge relic in the pre-sequel. They still are, but just in a different way. If that is a more quote-unquote sinister, more dangerous guy, maybe he's looking for that knowledge relic. Maybe it didn't get destroyed when it got fucking planted in Jack's face. Maybe it's still on Elpis, and he's looking for it, and he's gonna use it in some way, shape, or form. And I don't think it was a mistake that they were able to put two separate instances of the vault symbol crossing over that guy's face perfectly. That's all I'm gonna really say. I don't have too much to say other than that when it comes to that theory, but I think it's something very interesting to look into, and something that I feel like a lot more content creators should talk about it, in my honest opinion.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, as I had a lot of fun making it, and it took me a bit to actually put everything together. Making this video also made me realize why I never do news and information, because I always come out super late with it. I am still worried about Borderlands 4 just because of their previous releases with New Tales, the movie, Wonderlands, and all that stuff. But this is just a teaser, so I can't really say that Borderlands 4 is going to be good or bad. All I'm saying though is I'm trying to manifest with all of my heart and ability the grappling hook into Borderlands 4. That would be so sick and awesome. If you guys can subscribe, leave a like, comment, that'd be greatly appreciated, as it helps me in the algorithm, and I love reading all of your comments. Anyways, that will be all for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed, like I mentioned, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.